and gentlemen, and those who have yet to make up their minds. I am your host, justjack.com with 2 S's, and we welcome you to subscribe to our newsletter at justjack.com with 2 S's. And please, whoever invited you to this chat, to this Zoom call, to this training, please get with them and get their website and make sure you get all of their links and sign up for their newsletter and all their social media and all that fun stuff. Let's just be one big happy family, and let's get right into the show now. So you guys specifically have been, whoever's watching this, you have been specifically invited to this because you are part of MLSP, which is My Lead System Pro. Now, in order to understand where we're at now, we need to take you back, okay? So when I first came to the online space, I was not really looking for anything except freedom. I was looking for a way to manage my life, a way to manage my own career, and ultimately a way to make money online, okay? So write that down, because most people, especially right now in 2019 when this is being taped, most people don't want to join network marketing companies. They have a bad taste in their mouth for network marketing companies. They don't want to join affiliate programs because they don't want to do all that kind of stuff. They don't want to work. That's a good one. They don't want to work. What they do want to do is they want to make money online. They want to make money online, and they want to make money offline. So as long as we understand, and everybody who is in here, who is invited to this training, that I invited to this training, everybody who is in here, you guys know how to make money online. Is that a fair statement, Miss Stacy Sims?
Yes.
Yeah, so we know how to make money online. So the whole idea of MLSP, if we take MLSP apart, it's my, which is mine, okay, which is yours. Your own individual system is your own system. The way you use your system is the way you use your system, okay? Mine is mine. My lead, which it's a lead generating system, which teaches you skills and which teaches you different concepts that you can apply to your specific business to develop the skill sets that you need to generate a lead and place that lead into a system, whatever that system may be. Lots of you guys are in your own network marketing companies. So what you can do is you can take the training that they give you, apply it to your network marketing company. If they tell you build a blog and put a website, the website should go to your network marketing company's business opportunity if you guys have one. If you guys, some of you guys are doing blogs, some of you guys are doing, so then the system. What is the system? How does the system work? You guys are building up your own systems. And let's talk real quick about the system that I always teach. Can you guys see my whiteboard? Miss Stacy Sims, can you see my whiteboard?
No.
No?
No.
Is it just blank, babe?
Yeah, it's just blank.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you should just see a blank screen on my whiteboard, Miss Stacy. So the first step is capture, okay? You capture people's attention by getting them to stop. Hi, Felicia, do you want to come, do you want to turn your microphone off, Felicia?
Turn it off or on?
Yeah, on. So turn it on, sorry.
On, yes.
So Felicia, can you tell me when you first saw me? Do you remember?
Yes. You did a live with Johanna White.
Okay. So I did a live. I collaborated, write that down, because the more people you collaborate with, the more people that you don't know and don't know you get to see you. And you're able to capture the audience's attention. So now you have someone Felicia that knows Joe, my homegirl Joe. You guys all know Joe, the Hurricane Joe. A friend of Joe's who didn't know me from a can of paint. And then I captured her attention. Then, oops, you collect their information. So then what happened, Felicia? Did you add me? Did I add you? What happened?
I added you,
Okay.
and I believe I signed up for your newsletter.
Okay.
And I think that you messaged me on Facebook to thank me for whatever I did, and kind of connected there.
Okay.
Do a little bit about me, and you connected with me that way.
Very good. So I collected her information. Once again, attraction marketing is when you put content out into the marketplace and you let people come to you. My teacher always taught me, allow people to enter your sales environment happily on their own volition. Write that down. Get people to happily enter your sales environment at their own volition. Felicia pushed add friend. Felicia saw me. She had the choice. Do I want to keep scrolling? Is this boy too much for me? Is he too much to handle for me? No. She probably thought I kind of like him. Let me go add him as a friend. She happily entered my sales environment at her own volition. And she signed up for my newsletter, which is just me giving more value on a different platform to people, if I wanted to, on a daily basis. Write this down. You market to people and give them value until the fruit is ripe. Excuse me. Until the fruit is ripe. You just keep marketing. You do number 3, which is communicate. Now, the great thing, one thing about network marketing and is prospecting, okay? And we talk about it in the group that we're opening, which we'll talk about a little bit later. But nobody likes to prospect, because the old way of prospecting is you go ask somebody if they're interested in your business opportunity, you invite them to a hotel meeting, you invite them to this presentation, you invite them there, they give you an answer, yes or no, right then and there. Then there's follow-up and all that stuff, right? The great thing is, if you just invite them to get on your newsletter, you can offer them stuff every single day if you wanted to. You can show them a presentation every single day if you wanted to. And because they happily entered on their own volition, they don't care that you offer it to them every day. They don't bat 2 eyes, because first, you always lead with value. Gary Vee says, give value, give value, give value, then ask for business. The 4th is close. So you capture their attention, you collect their information, you communicate with them, then you close. So the way I communicated with Felicia, she gets on my newsletter, right? And because people are coming to me, knocking on my door, justjack.com, you home? I say, yes, would you like to get on the phone? Because one thing I'm not gonna do is sit there and have a text message conversation with somebody, or sit there and have a Facebook Messenger conversation with somebody, because number 1, I don't have time, and number 2, I can't see or feel emotion when they're writing to me. So I get them on the phone, okay? And when I get them on the phone, I interview people. Miss Stacy, do you want to talk about when you first came on our phone call? Do you remember our phone call?
Oh, yeah, I remember it.
Now, how were you sent to me? Because you were sent to me, right?
Yeah, I was sent to Just Jack, and I just was kind of excited, but I called him, talked to him, and just kind of spilled my beans on everything, my age, my dogs, everything in like one breath.
3 minutes. The first 3 minutes, right?
Yeah, yeah.
The first 3 minutes. So people are coming to you And when people trust you, actually, this is not even a trust issue. Let's talk about what it really is. Before I even get on the conversation with anybody, I move out of the way. And I say, there's a great song called Here I Am, Lord. And it talks about who's going to show my people love? Who's going to show God's people love? So I say, here I am. And so I have to move out of the way. And I open myself up to simply be a channel for the divine to speak through me to these people. I don't know what's going on in their life. Quite frankly, I can't keep up with all the stuff that are going on in these people's lives. I really can't. Right, Miss Stacy Sims? I can't keep up with all the stuff you got going on. You can barely keep up with the stuff you got.
Yes, I know.
Right?
Mm.
Write this down. When you open yourself up to channel, you take all the feeling and emotion away, and you understand it belongs to them. It does not belong to me. Many people have come to me crying, spilling their guts, like Miss Stacy Sims spilled her guts. 3 minutes, in the first 3 minutes, I knew her whole life story because she's sang like a canary. And one thing in particular that you'll find once you do this process over and over and over, what you'll find out is people will say, I don't know why I'm telling you all this. I never said to anybody, right? People are private folks. But when you open yourself up to be that person who's just going to serve and speak the truth, your truth from your garden, then you're more capable of helping them. And really it becomes a pre-interview process, and you decide who you want to work with, because quite frankly, I'm only looking for the high quality people. High quality people. I've played the game of the numbers game, all right? I've played the game of, let me go out and help heal the world. Let me go and do this. Let me go and do that. I'm not doing it anymore. I can't do it anymore. So let's talk about that healing process. When I first came, I got my butt to class in MLSP. Training after training after training. If I was vacuuming, I was listening to a training. If I was driving my brother to work at 5 o'clock in the morning, I just told Miss Stacy Sims yesterday, my brother, I would leave my house at 4 o'clock in the morning to get to my brother's at 4:30, to take him to his work at 5, and I wouldn't get back home until 5:30. So that's a whole hour and a half. And we didn't listen to the radio station. No, we listened to Bob Proctor. We listened to Lisa Nichols. We listened to trainings. We listened to Lisa Grossman. We listened to Lisa Torres Allen. We listened to Steve Krivda. We listened to Ray Higdon, for crying out loud, all the time, right? And one time, even my brother had said, do we have to listen to this again? I said, he said, do we have to listen to this crap? And I said, if you don't like listening to this crap, you can take the bus. Because this is my time right now. And I need to work. And there are things I need to learn. There are skills and habits I have to acquire because I want to do this. I am determined to do this. And nothing's going to stop me. And I was real gung-ho. When I first started, I came out the gate swinging. And little by little, I built up what my teacher introduced me to as leverage. Oops. That's what I was looking for. Leverage. Write that down. Build leverage. You have to build leverage. There are 3 main concepts that people need to do in order to go out and make money online. 1, they need to build an audience. They need to engage with that audience, and they need to sell to that audience, okay? When I first came into the online space, Amber Voigt asked me, do you do video marketing? She asked me if I did Periscope. I said, I have the application, but I don't use it. How many of us have applications and don't use them? How many of us have systems and platforms and trainings that we don't use? So she said, well, You need to change that. I want you out there in the public every single day. I want you to get on video every single day. And I said, what do I talk about? She said, I don't care what you talk about. Allow yourself to unfold and blossom and bloom just by doing. Do it and do it and do it and do it. And so I did it, and I built. And when you go on every single day, you start building an audience, and you start building and building and building more and more and more leverage. And it came to the point where I built and was engaging and selling so much that quite frankly, I didn't need to bust my butt and hustle and do the daily methods of operations that every other person was telling me I had to do. I didn't have to do all of it. It came to the point even when I had asked, I had a prayer. I remember this girl at church. She said, there is nothing wrong with me wanting to go out and heal, help others to heal. And I said, oh, I'm writing that one down. So I had said the prayer. I made a declaration to the universe, actually. And be careful what you declare to the universe, because the universe is very playful. And so I said, let this be a declaration that I will go, send me, I will go. Even if nobody else wants to go, I will go. If you need it, send me, because there is no job too tough for justjack.com. And so I made this beautiful, gorgeous plan of going and serving and healing the world and saving the world and all this fun stuff, right? Well, if you want to laugh, if you want to make God laugh, make a plan, because then my mother would have to have surgery. And immediately I laughed, because my mother is not the kind of person to ask for help. Nobody in my family is vulnerable. So I laughed, because I said, here I am saying, here I am, let me go heal the world, where the healing process has to take place right here, right under my nose. Here's my first client. So it wasn't an easy job. It wasn't an easy job. I thought that I was going to be able to balance business and balance life, but I couldn't. Nor did I want to, nor did I have to. What was so beautiful is I was able to spend the entire healing process with my mother and grow with they all live in one big house. We live separate. So they all live in one big house. My mom, my sister, my brother, the kid, my brother-in-law, their spouses, the children, the dogs. And what was so wonderful is I was able to, I can work and take the kids to school. I can work and go pick up my sister-in-law and be in an hour-and-a-half traffic and be present. I can work and take my mom to doctor appointment after doctor appointment, physical therapy after physical therapy, go do this for this person, go do this for that person, because I built leverage. I built up the system. And what happened was, when it came time for me to do the MLSP, what I needed to do with MLSP at the time, all I did was set it up and left it there. I just set it up and left it there. Write that down. Set it up and leave it there. And just point people to what you set up. 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 And what was so crazy is that I really, to be honest with you guys, I wasn't working that much. I was working because I had friends who would send me their leaders, and they would say, hey, I have this leader. I'd say, does she have money to pay me? Yes, she does. Okay, send her to me. And, that was the whole winter. Next thing you know, I get a call from my teacher, Diane Hockman, and she says, hey, congratulations, you ranked. And I said, what? What do you mean I ranked? And she said, yeah, you hit the leadership level in MLSP. And I said, I didn't even do anything. And I said something. I said, this is the least I've ever worked, hustled the work. But this is the most I've ever been present in the process of healing with my family. And what I had said was, and this is the most I've been able to serve, and I don't even know where the money's coming from. And she said, you know. And I said, no, I don't. And she said, you know, Jack. She said, it's because you're in flow. Write that down. When you're in flow, everything flows to you. I could have been angry because I had to help my mom heal, but that's just not who I am. I could have been annoyed because I had to play taxi and play pickup from the schoolhouse and do this and go do that and go do that. But I didn't care. I didn't care because my whole idea was to serve. That's all I wanted to do, was to serve. Go on, you guys know the rest. I was able to, I wanted to serve my community more, work more with the youth, and I was able to do that. And I was able to, you know, excuse me, take different classes at the spiritualist church, take the mediumship classes, and practice hypnotism and do past life regressions. The work that I really, really want, the spiritual work that I really wanted to do, you know. And now, once again, we are at another decision of, do I want to keep on with how things are going? Because they're going fine. If I keep on going, I'm good. I'm good. But there is no challenge for me, so I get bored, you know. I get bored if there's nothing to challenge me. So it just so happened that let's rewind back to the healing process with my mother. I was living there in the big house. I hated it. It took so much out of me. I can't live with those people. There's a reason that we don't live with those people. I never have lived with them my whole life. My grandmother raised me, for those of you guys who don't know. But there's a reason there's a reason my mother didn't want me. There's a reason that I do not live with those people. And it was hell. It was work. It was work. And I always tell people this, you only grow by battling a stronger opponent. Okay, so things that are going to be bigger than you are going to come attack. But it's okay because you just stay firm, you stay focused, you stay peaceful, you stay in gratitude, because gratitude is the key to joy. And it wasn't easy. And you remember who you are. Remember, it doesn't matter how big the giant is. Remember, little David took a stone to a sword fight back in the big book with Goliath when he had a battle with Goliath, remember? Whether the story is true or not, the symbolism is beautiful, you know? And I just had my stones really high, and I would just pray. And there was even one time, I'm not going to get into it, but before I left, it was time to go back home. And the healing process was done. And my nephew, Josiah, he was 6 at the time. He said, Nino, please, you don't have to leave. You can stay here and live with us. I said, no, I have to go out and serve people. I said, what about the people on the internet? What is to become of them? And he said, he goes, well, we'll just pray that God sends them someone who is just like you, Nino. In the meantime, you can stay here with us. And I said, no, I have to go, and I have to go serve. And then we worked the spring, and then the baby died, right? The baby died. And it was tough. Once again, I found myself not healing others, but having my client right under my nose and helping myself to heal. And many people got upset with me. Oh, there were many people who got upset. And I talk about it in one of the audios and that we're going to be sharing in the new group. But so many people got upset with me. And what I told them was, you may have needed just Jack, but I needed just Jack. And I'm first on the list. And I always put myself first on the list. And so because I put myself first, and because I built leverage, and because I did the work, I was able to do the work. on the inside and really continue to heal. Okay? And through that healing, we were inspired. Actually, it was my friend Alicia recently, a couple weeks ago. She said to me, I have a message for you. And I said, give it to me. And she said, you should be doing your videos more. She said, because people like me are looking for someone exactly like you. And I thought, oh, shit, here we go. You're playing with me now. You're playing with me. And then what she said was, she said, you give so much to your family. And she knows me personally. She sees everything that I do. She says, you give so much to your family. And we were hanging out with a bunch of friends. And she said, look at all these people. Not a single soul here who you have not made a specific connection with. You give so much to us. She said, but what about the people online? What is to become of them? She said, you're ready to go back online and give yourself to this world in a way that you never have before. So your message is that you need to just go and do it. And I had already been getting the inspiration to build up a group called The Tribe. Okay. The Tribe of Truth is the group's name. And what this is just me sharing the knowledge and the wisdom and the stuff that I learned all those years by putting myself in the marketplace, by working out in the field, okay? So in this group, there's audios, videos, tools, resources. The meeting will end in 10 minutes. If I need to do a new meeting, I'm going to do a new meeting and invite you guys, okay? Audios, videos, tools, resources. Basically, giving value on a daily basis, okay? People have the option to enter happily at their own volition, and they can see every single day an audio, a video, a tool, a resource that they could have the choice to watch or not watch, apply or not apply to their own specific network marketing business. Excuse me, whatever it may be, okay? So all we have to do, all you guys have to do when it comes down to it, is position yourself as a third party vendor, okay? You position yourself as a third party vendor, okay? And what we do here is we have the option, because you guys have MLSP, you guys have specific links. In these audios, videos, tools, and resources, not all of them, but some of them that we'll be sharing, there are going to be offers. And what you'll hear me say is, get with the person who invited you to this group and get their link. So if you invite people to this group, you want to make sure that they know you have a link if they get any, if they're interested in buying anything or purchasing any of the offers, okay? And the way we do this is simply by Messenger. You build rapport, of course. Aaron Birch has a great training in MLSP about Messenger marketing, and you build rapport. And what you can really do is find the people, find the high quality people, okay, the action takers, the movers, the shakers, and you say, hey, my friend Jack has a great group that I'm a part of, and he gives lots of value, and I think that you would probably be interested in something like this, okay? So now you're bringing the people into the group. Okay? You are bringing the people into the group, and they're coming to the group. You're just a third-party vendor. Okay? You can share the content with your groups if you guys have a big following. You can share the content with your groups. You can share the content on your wall. The whole idea is to just get people who are high quality people into the group. And what happens is when they come to the group, they can get value, they get value, they get value, then they get an offer. They get value, they get value, they get value, then they get an offer. They get value, then they get value, they get value, then they get an offer. And all along the way, we're offering them, they're coming into a huge door, but then they have the option to let themselves in an even smaller door that's going to take more work, which is MLSP. So then they have the option, once again, to enter at their own volition. MLSP is not a network marketing company. MLSP is not an MLM. MLSP is a lead generation system that has a training platform that also has an affiliate program. An affiliate is when you share the link and they give you a commission. You share the link, they give you a commission. When this person comes into MLSP, MLSP pays you the commission. Okay? Now, if you don't have an MLSP link and you invite people in, we thank you so much because then I get the commission. And that's fine and dandy, that's fine with me. But all we want you to do is know, the reason we're teaching this is because most people that come to work with me, like I said, they don't want to be in network marketing. They don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. They don't want to go on live. They don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. They don't want to build a list. They don't want to do anything. But they want to make money online. And the easiest way for people to make money online with this is simply by positioning themselves as a third-party vendor, taking themselves out of the equation, not being the issue, not having to create the content, not having to shoot the videos, not having to get online, simply meeting people, high-quality people, interviewing them to see if they'd probably be a good fit for the tribe of truth. Some people may want to come share. Notice I didn't open this to my classes. Got it out pretty soon. I didn't open this to my classes. I only opened this to people who already had the MLSP system. I have not hustled this. I will not hustle this. I will continue to make the content and share the content, set the stuff up, leave it alone. I always tell people, this is where I leave you off. Whatever steps you take next, that's on you. Somebody once asked me, are you poaching in groups? Poaching means that you take an animal or person from their happy environment and place them in a place where they are not happy. That's what poaching is. You take them from their natural habitat where they were supposed to be, and you put them where you think that what's best for them. That is poaching. And quite frankly, some of these people don't have much to poach, to be honest with you. But that's a story. So I am simply building relationships with adults. I'm collecting I'm capturing people's attention by going out and serving. When I'm in these groups, I say, hey, do you want to come hang out with me? When people send their friends to me, they say, I don't know why, but so-and-so sent you to me, and this is my story. How can you help me? They're always coming to me for help. And I just position myself as a third-party vendor that says, go here, go there, turn left, turn right, read this book, set this up. If you want to do this, you should be doing this. I'm the outside source that is able to look at the whole picture and really be able to serve them with no feeling, no emotion, and no agenda. Do we have any questions about what we just talked about in this discussion? Any questions from anybody? Stacy Sims, you okay?
No, I'm good.
Felicia, do you want to unmute?
I'm good.
Okay, you're good. So we all understand. I wanted to make this because there's going to be lots of people who don't care about giving out links, and they're just going to say, go see my friend Jack. I don't even care about this link. I'm over here doing this. But there are some people who are going to say, hey, go see my friend Jack. And by the way, if he offers anything, I have the link too. And if you want to learn how to get your own link, come here, I'll show you. Think about the old days. I say the old days, but like when you had the business meetings in the hotels, what would happen was different leaders needed to step up, right?
Mhm.
So they would show up, they would set up chairs. They would show up, they would sign people in. They would show up and they would say hi, they would mix and mingle and point people to the right direction. That's all you're doing. You're just pointing people to the right direction. I heard this great marketer. He had said, the whole idea is kind of like you're bringing people to church. I'm giving the sermon. You're ushering the people into the pew, and you're collecting the tithes and the offerings. You're getting the commission.
Okay.
And because the way I set things up, I believe that there's enough money out there for all of us to go make, and I'm willing to help do that. So with that said, that is the end of our conversation.